3.1Force.
Hey guys, it's 3.1Force, and with Final Fantasy 15 right around the corner, we're gonna dive right into what we like about Final Fantasy and what makes it such a great game. And we hope you guys enjoy it. Stay tuned. So, what's your guys' favorite Final Fantasy out of the series?
I gotta say 7, 8, 9. Can't decide. One of those three.
So we're going with top three, as in no particular order. Right?
Yeah, no particular order, like just your top three.
Top three.
Top three? Okay.
Top three.
Alright, that makes it a lot harder.
Yeah. My top three would be, even though it's not out yet, 15, 8, and Tactics.
Yeah, I'll pick 15, man.
15. So
Try to get that
top,
square deal. Try to get the square deal.
So top. Look at his hair. I understand the 15.
Yeah.
Someone put like a picture of the 15 guy and him. They look exactly. Take your beanie off so you can see.
My hair's messed up right now. I can't do it.
Oh, it's all
Oh,
perfect.
it's all like
Next video, next
with a
video.
little bun
Oh,
with
yeah.
All right. So in order for me, in no order, right?
Yeah.
It's easy. 6, 7, 8. It's probably in no order.
Well, I only have two, and it's 8 and 7.
And me, like, I would have to say probably 7, 9, and 10.
Why 10?
Because the gameplay. I mean, the whole leveling system, as well as like the orbs,
The
like
sphere?
the sphere grid, was really good.
That was bad.
Speaking of gameplay, like, so is that why you're saying
10.
10
Yeah.
is gameplay?
Mm-hmm. It was like one of the games that was like still like a traditional RPG. Because I mean, you could go back into combat and you're fighting still traditional. Because once you hit 11, 12, and 13, things just got really different. It's kind of weird after that. So that was like the last traditional Final Fantasy I liked.
If we're talking about gameplay, I'm going with 8.
8.
Gameplay, because
Yeah.
they even had cards, which they added to it. And then
Yeah.
I like the whole magic drawing thing where they drew the magic from like a certain like monster. So I like that because it's kind of like, you know, you discover the world, find the right monster, get the right magic.
Yeah, that whole junction system was really cool with the
Yeah.
drawing. Yeah.
And then also that was the first time you can interact, as in like with Squall's gunblade. When he swings, you press at the right time, it'll explode.
Yeah.
So they gave an extra element to that too, and then yeah.
8,
That's why I like it.
8 was also the first one where you could fight Eidolons or the Guardian Force, right?
What?
Yeah, actually, like with those summons, they could lose life. So
Yeah.
if they were out and they got hit, then they could like, you know, they
Yeah,
could
that's
die.
right, yeah.
You had to like use recovery items for them.
Yeah.
So out of all the Final Fantasies you guys named, what do you feel has like the best supporting cast?
Like overall characters?
Yeah, overall
Like all the
characters.
playable ones?
Mhm.
I guess I'll go first. I'll go with 7. I like 7 because you had a lot, like, even though majority of Final Fantasy have a lot of variety, I like 7's variety. As in, you have Barrett, who's like the supposed tough guy, but then he's also has a lot of feelings behind what happened with, shoot, what's his name?
Dying.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then the whole thing with, you know, he's keeping Marlene for him and all that stuff. I like that. Red had a little mysteriousness to him. You know, he had a past with his grandpa and everything. That's why I like 7, because they all had their nice, unique stories within themselves.
Mhm.
So like 8, I would say 8 would be next, but I feel like there were some people that didn't have stories. Like Selphie, I didn't really get her story, or Zell. I feel like, yeah. So I go 7
Yeah.
overall.
8 did kind of feel like they were just kind of along for the ride, and they were just there to fill in the gaps a little bit.
Yeah, I couldn't get into 9 either because they were like kids. They looked like kids to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, but you know what? That was my favorite though.
Okay.
Because just because of like, you know, the characters and like how you can sort of like relate to like their emotional backgrounds and stuff, and how, you know, some lost some loved ones and so on. I mean, I don't know. I enjoyed their characters the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I felt a lot better with, I mean, everything felt a lot happier, I would say, with 9 than with, you know, a lot darker with 7 and 8. I think, I mean, I enjoyed all of them. equally, I would say. But if I had to pick one, I would say 8. He's one of my favorites.
I'd have to go with tactics, because then when the story starts out, you get like a handful of people that you're introduced to, and then
Tactics just whooshes over my head. I don't know. I didn't play Tactics. Go ahead.
and then as the story progresses, you gain. There's more characters that are added to your party.
Yeah, for me, cast-wise, initially I was gonna say 8, but Mark kind of convinced me 7 has the better cast.
Yeah.
I was like teetering between the both of them, but the reason why I like 8 more, because it just reminded me of Saved by the Bell.
So wait, so you like 8 or 7? You just said I
Yeah.
changed your mind and you went back.
I'd say
to 8.
tie.
Okay, great.
There you go.
Good call.
So basically, we talked about our favorite cast. Now I want to get to know your favorite characters.
Favorite character?
Or favorite character.
Character.
Yeah.
Like in what we've played.
Out of all the Final Fantasies you played.
I'm gonna go with Zell, which is gonna be a random pick.
Oh.
I'm going with
Oh,
Zell
from 8?
because from 8.
What?
Because I think
Damn it.
I relate with him the best.
The hot dogs. That's the best part.
Because he's like carefree, doesn't care. This like funny dude who just like I feel like he's like here fighting this like, you know, all these like evil things and stuff like that. But he still like has his sense of humor.
Yeah.
Out of all the characters, he has the best sense of
Yeah.
humor. No matter how grim the situation, he'll make a joke.
Damn, that's a good pick.
And
Yeah,
that's why I'm going with Zell.
Yeah. And he had the Mike Tyson tattoo before.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like. Yeah, that's why I went with my pick. Yeah, everyone goes with Cloud and Squall. No, I wanted Zell. So, yeah. So, what do you think?
I'm gonna have to go with Squall, because he was so emo, but also.
Even the 15 guy? Oh, you can't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
not
15
played.
guys are
Yeah,
prigs.
yeah.
Well, no, technically the demo.
Look at it. You got the haircut.
Yeah, you got the haircut.
Oh, look at you.
Okay, yeah. So my favorite character would have to be Noctis. Even though he's not technically playable yet, he is in the demo, so it still counts in my opinion.
Okay, so here's your other answer, the one you played.
No, as a playable character, yeah, it would have to be Squall, because I identify with him more on terms of, like, you know, being emo and all that.
He is emo.
I would have to say Vincent.
Vincent?
7. Yeah.
Why Vincent?
I don't know. I just I like the way he was. I don't know, his look, his attitude, everything about him. Kind of, I liked it. I didn't like how they made a game about him, but I liked the character in the actual game. It was. I don't know. It's just something about it.
Who was Vincent? I never really got his story. Like,
Yeah, he was part of the Turks at one point in time,
yeah.
and he saw like all the work that the Turks were doing. It
Yeah,
was like really
okay.
great.
I
So
remember.
he kind of like removed himself from there.
You
and
get him in a cave, right?
You meet him in a cave.
Yeah.
No, at the
underneath
bottom of the mansion, yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it was like already like looking like a cave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's definitely my favorite because I feel like he knows like a lot of secrets that he doesn't want to like share. So he's kind of like reserved throughout the whole game, and then he's like there to like school him with some knowledge. You know, every time like they progress.
So you guys
a
are
little
both
bit.
going with Vincent.
Both going with Vincent.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a
Wait
good
a
character.
minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Victor, what about the T-Rex?
Hey. Okay,
Just a
fine.
backstory.
If I
Quick
could if I
backstory.
could say about the T-Rex, I would too. I used to game Shark. I put the T-Rex in my,
T-Rex.
Yes, the T-Rex. Okay, I put it in my party, and it was pretty awesome.
I remember the hardest monster in 8 was that freaking, the Marlboro?
Oh,
When
that
you
fun
yeah.
thing.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
dude, I hated that.
You get poisoned.
Yeah, and people
Well,
just
everything.
die. I remember I hated that freaking monster. You didn't answer your own question.
Oh man, I wish I could pick Cactuar, but I can't. But
That was
it
me.
will
Hey,
be
hey, Game Shark.
Game Shark, that's-
Oh.
Game Shark, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
there you
Game
go.
Shark. Come on.
But the usual pick, Squall as well, simply because he has that sword. I like
Okay,
that sword.
Cypher also has that sword.
I know, but
Hey, but Squalls look better.
Yeah, it's a
Squalls
revolver.
look better. Yeah, it's a revolver. Exactly.
Is that okay?
It looks cool.
don't hate, please.
You know,
I'm not hating.
the line chain hanging from it. You know.
Someone got an original pick.
Uh,
Two people pick the same thing.
Since we did favorite characters, how about favorite villains?
I guess the weapons from
7.
From 7. I
Which
mean,
one
those-
specifically? Or is this specific one? They all had a personality of their own, kind of.
There's all the colors of the rainbow.
Emerald and Ruby.
Yep.
What were the other 3?
the one underwater.
Emerald.
What's the name? Yeah, okay.
Is there like a
that one.
topaz?
I don't know. I just enjoyed playing that. Oh wait, fine. And Ozma from 9. I just enjoyed
Is that
fighting
that
them
blob?
over and over for some reason.
Yeah.
Ozma was like that blob, right, or whatever.
Yeah,
that
yeah. I
colorful
tried the
thing.
game shark on that thing.
Jawbreaker.
And,
Yeah,
Yeah.
the blob. I remember. I was like, what the heck is that thing? Okay.
Mine wasn't like one of the main villains, but he was like a side one. It was Hojo from 7.
oh yeah,
I thought he was really cool because, like, you know, he was like the scientist behind the scenes who was like kind of, you know, injecting people with the Mako and all that stuff. And then he was very knowledgeable about like the whole story of the ancients and everything. And you know, he was a big character up until that like very end. And I felt like he could have used at least a little bit more camera time, or at least a little bit more breakdown of his
Yeah.
path.
If I'm gonna go, I got mine. I was gonna go with Kefka because I think he is the most evil out of all the bad guys. But I'm gonna change my answer to what's his name, Sin.
So, rolling off of his answer, my favorite villain was actually Sephiroth.
Dang it! I should have went first.
I liked him because, like, I could see his intentions for the planet. Like, a lot of people might think it's dark, but I see Sephiroth's intentions for using the meteor to destroy the planet and rebuild everything anew.
You're an evil person.
Emo
You
thoughts right
like
there.
that?
It's like when Skynet took over, and it's like we gotta get rid of all y'all to survive.
Okay, never mind. Yeah, you can do.
Guess what? Copy paste that answer right there.
Damn, both of you guys like Squall. You guys like.
Hey.
They like each other.
Besties.
I know, right? I feel like. Speaking of the remake, like, what are you guys looking for the remake? Remake's supposedly coming out 3 discs.
Yeah.
3.
Oh man.
I'm not really too like fond of the direction that they're kind of going with all that extra stuff that they want to do, but the fighting looks cool because I'm a Kingdom Hearts fan.
It's like Kingdom Hearts,
So, like,
yeah.
so
When you
I
played the demo.
So I do like that, and I kind of feel that they got that also from Crisis Core, because you know when you were playing as like Cloud, and you know you can go around and like attack things, and with Zack as well.
Yeah.
It was really cool.
I think there's a lot of things, because I replayed 7, and there's a lot of little things that I don't know if they're going to add to this remake. Like that whole thing where Cloud has to cross-dress.
Yeah.
Or the whole thing where he go, like when you're doing that, you go into like freaking brothel with freaking bee girls.
Yeah.
Like, is
was
that
pretty
gonna
crazy.
be in the remake? Are they gonna do that? Because then I know 7 had a lot of little mini games, mini games that you could play off. Which I don't know if they're gonna add that in. Like, how are they gonna do that?
A lot of the things were mini games actually. A lot of the
yeah, even like the squats or like
Yeah.
you know the snowboarding or even the motorcycle thing, like
Yeah,
chocobo
chocobo
racing.
racing,
Yeah, all of
yeah.
those. Are they gonna add those in?
They,
What do you guys
I mean, they have to. They kind of have to. It's part of the story.
Yeah.
It's part of the experience. If anything, they might change it a little bit, but I mean, everybody that's waiting for this doesn't want it to change.